I actually teach in 3 different programs. I teach in journalism print, I teach in corporate communications, and I teach in media fundamentals. I've been in Sheridan for a total of 6 years. I have been a full-time professor for 3 years, and my title is Professor of Journalism. My background is actually in graphic design and photography and art direction. So the classes that I'm teaching in the journalism print program really relate to that. I teach Introduction to Desktop Publishing, which is a class in InDesign and Photoshop.
Right.
So those are the main programs that we deal with in that class. And I also teach photojournalism. So those are the areas of my expertise. I chose them, actually I didn't choose them, they kind of chose me, but again, it really kind of reflects my background in design and my knowledge of Creative Suite, so Creative Suite being InDesign, Photoshop, Illustrator, iMovie, those types of programs.
Yeah.
So it really kind of fits with my experience. Yes, I can share one memorable moment. It's very gratifying when a student really kind of takes to what I'm teaching. And a few years ago I had a student do a photo essay in photojournalism, and he just discovered that he really loved it and since has gone off and become a photojournalist and really kind of specialized in photography. His photo essay was actually done on the homeless in Toronto, and that's been something that he's really pursued since then. So those kind of moments are great, and they really make it all worthwhile for me.
Okay, I teach film studies as part of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. So I'm a full-time faculty and teach only film courses, film studies courses. I've been working at Sheridan now this is the end of my 7th year. So a good chunk of time. Well, I teach a variety of film studies courses. They're all courses that look at film in society, film as an art form, film as an institution and technology as well. So fairly broad in scope. I teach film history, documentary film, world cinema. I teach a course, a new course we just started this term on experimental film and the art film. So lots of variety, and more new ones sort of in the works coming too. So I like that I get lots of variety in teaching. So the art of cinema is the basic course that most students take, whether they're going to go on and take more film courses or if they're just going to take one. I've designed many of the courses, and I definitely had lots to say. There were a couple of courses that were being taught here when I arrived, and I have worked with those, changed them a little bit, worked with other people. But because I'm pretty much the only one teaching film studies full-time, that's right, it's been mostly courses that I have shaped the way that I think is appropriate, the way that makes sense to me for students, and trying to make a progression of courses so that you take one course and then that leads to another.
Yeah.
Hopefully people take one course and then they want to take more. But that they build on the basic courses. Yeah, I was thinking about memorable moments when you asked me that before. I think the moments that I enjoyed the best, the moments that I really remember are discussions that I have with students, often quite late in the course. So in the last couple of weeks in the course, where students are kind of pulling things together, and they communicate to me that they've become interested in different kinds of films. So maybe if they only watched certain kinds of Hollywood films in the past, now they have an interest in maybe films from India, or documentary films, or films of a different era, some of the old, even the silent films. I really love it when students say they enjoyed the Buster Keaton film, for example, from the 1920s, and it gives me a sense that I suggested some other ways of thinking about films, and students have agreed that that's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
So, I can think of lots of specific, cases, but in general, that's what really gives me great pleasure, great enjoyment, to sort of introduce students to other worlds of cinema. It's a very broad world, and we've got 115, 20 years almost now of film, a lot to look back to. It's a very enjoyable job that I have, I can tell you.
Teach in tourism and travel. I'm in my 8th year here at Sheridan. Our program is designed for teaching students how to actually be involved in various areas in the travel industry. So we like to prepare them for going out and working as retail travel consultants, in tour operators, group departments, some go into meetings and events. We have a number of students with WestJet in customer service, Air Canada Rouge as flight attendants, Sunwing, which is a tour operator, hotel industry, Fairmont Hotels. We also have some at Hilton Garden Inn, Homewood Suites. So really we give them good basis for going into a lot of different areas within the tourism and travel industry. St. Augustine once said that the world is a book, and those who don't travel read only a page. And tourism, travel especially, is a passion, and I'd like to share it so that our students are able to assist clients with planning their dream vacations or business travel, their incentive trips, whatever it is that they need to plan. We like to prepare our students to be able to do that, because then we can share different cultures. We can see people in their different areas, the way they worship, the way that they carry out their everyday lives, and learn a lot from each other and those who are different from us. In our program, we are really tough. Compared to other tourism and travel programs, Sheridan has a reputation for being a little harder, because we take it really seriously. We don't take our students who are coming in and think that they are just students in any program. We're preparing them to actually go into the travel industry in some format. So what we really like to see is our students, when they are in industry and they come back and they say, "Thank you so much for all that I've learned here." As you probably know, as a student, students don't always appreciate when their professors are a little bit tough in the marking and the grading. But our point is not for the grades. It is so that we know people want our students when they get out into industry, and that has really happened. There's no greater joy for us as a team in our department as seeing students who are very successful in their careers, and we see that all the time. One of the other things for me is that as part of our Introduction to Meetings and Events program, the students actually plan 2 events. One, an industry event where they thank their placement supervisors, and it's a networking event for people who come from all sectors of our industry. And it is a great opportunity for them to take the theory that they've learned and actually put it into practice. And seeing them perform and execute these events really is very just really fulfilling as a teacher.
I'm the coordinator and teacher in Media Fundamentals. Been working at Sheridan since 1984, and I've been the coordinator of Media Fundamentals since about 2006. It's a great program for kids who don't know what they want to do yet. It's a gateway program in the sense that you get a taste of a whole bunch of different things, and then you can see, which form of media that's best suited for you, and then apply for it. It also helps students with some basic skills for preparing portfolios, if that's what's necessary for the programs they're trying to get into. Well, it's not so much that I chose it. I've done many different things across the college, and I was in the arts, the painterly arts, and I just decided that media was better suited for what I was actually into. And current events is a topic I like, so media seemed to be the right kind of media, the program cluster for me to get into, and I did. There's not like one memorable moment, but there are many moments that are dynamite, and I often see them on Facebook, which is kind of interesting because I started Media Fundamentals just when Facebook took off, and it really is nice to keep in touch with students. And so the memorable moments are when I see them, posting some job they got or some acceptance they got and how happy they are, and thank me personally for things I've done for them. Those really make it for me. So if there's anything memorable, it's the success of my students.